Hi everybody, today I'm going to talk about the Microsoft Surface Pro 2 by Microsoft, and as you can see, it also doesn't come with it, but I've added this keyboard that is backlit as a touchpad, and right click, left click, and it's attached to the tablet using really strong magnets. And these are the dots that connect to here, so there's a connection. Plops up nicely, and then there's this stand that you can open and prop the tablet. Now, this is one thing that I don't like about tablets. Okay, so you have this, but then again, putting this on your lap is pretty much impossible because there's no way to actually, there's no resistance here. So it will either plop down or plop up. And plus, this is just a rod. It's not really something that that will stay there, as opposed to a laptop where you have the heavy part here, so the screen actually stays up. And that's why I like, personally, laptops better. So whenever I see iPads or other tablets and people bring their mouse, their attachable keyboard, and I was like, might as well just get a laptop. I just don't get it, but that's just me personally. Alright, so let me talk about the device. And in fact, let me show you the device up close from all sides. I think it's really well made. Display port, the power connector, which is magnetic. I believe this is a port for the speaker, and by the way, the stylus that comes with it attaches magnetically to where the power goes, so it attaches just like that. Let me show you the stylus because I think that's important too. So that's the stylus, that's the tip, and it's touch sensitive. It has a little give. The back side also works as an eraser, so if you go like this when you start like drawing or something similar, going like this and pressing will erase whatever is on the display. And this is also a button right there. I didn't have too much time playing with this. Personally, I don't find it useful, but people who do graphic design, maybe move around some stuff on the screen, great. Or maybe even for signatures. Okay, so on top we have the power button. We have, I believe, a microphone slot, audio jack, volume button, USB 3.0 right there. On the bottom we have the connectors, the quick connects, and the flap. Now, if you're wondering where to find all the data about this device, it's right here in the flap and on this side. So if you're looking for the exact model number. Now, this is the 64 gigabyte version, and I'll tell you why it's important this is the 64 gigabyte, because this one has the least amount of space that you can buy. So later on I'll show you how much space is actually left on the device for your stuff. So let's do the let me show the keyboard too. This is the keyboard. It's very light, has a nice felt touch. There's another version that comes with an extra battery. I believe they just introduced that. But you know what? It's an okay keyboard actually, and it's backlit, and I find it, for what it is, really good. Alright, so let me also do some measurements here. As far as length, this is at a little less than 11 inch in width. I'm gonna switch to centimeters. This is 27.5 centimeters in width, and it's a little over 17 centimeters in width, length, width, and the thickness is a little less than 14 millimeters, and you can see that it's zeroed out. Now, as far as weight, let's take a look. Alright, so just the device itself is 919 grams, or a little over 2 pounds, 2.028 pounds. And the keyboard adds as follows. It adds 0.588 pounds, or 267 grams, which totals 1185 grams, which I guess it's not bad. I mean, the total would be in pounds 2.612. Not bad for a laptop, ultra portable laptop, if you will. Alright, so let's do the first boot up, and this is from sleep. Very quick. By the way, a lot of people, for some reason, I've seen a lot of people struggle with unlocking this machine. Alright, so it's simply swiping up. Now, one thing I noticed is that when you turn this off, you can't simply just turn it back on right away. I find this really frustrating. It has to go through this sleep mode cycle, and then you have to kind of wait, and then I'm just gonna try, and then you can turn it on. It does this squiggly thing and brings it back. So this is quite different from an Android tablet or iPads. So let's go ahead and take a look how much space there is in this thing. Really do not like this Windows 8 system, really. Alright, so just so you know, this is the one that has the Core i5 at 1.6 gigahertz at 4 gigabytes of RAM. And let's see, as far as disk space, okay, so 59.5 gigabytes is what you're able to use, or 53.31 for the C drive. And what you have left is, how do you get to the folder? Right there. And you have 22.7 gigabyte left for your programs. Now, I installed some stuff on it, like Chrome, Firefox, and Acrobat, I believe, but other than that, it's pretty stock. Let me show you how fast this thing charges, as far as how many wattage does it pull from the charger. And by the way, this connector, you can connect both ways, either forward or backwards. Okay, so this is now pulling 33.6 watts. I guess not bad. But the battery, the battery is low at 38. Battery life I found to be very reasonable at around 8 hours. Very good battery life, I would have to say. There's a front-facing camera right there. This, by the way, toggles between the desktop and the start menu. And I wish actually that it had more than one USB port. I think they should have added another one here somewhere. Let me just note that as far as performance, it's very snappy. I found that everything launches very quick. There's no stutter. Everything is pretty fast on this, and the accuracy of the touch is very good. So I think it just, yeah, you gotta double tap on it. But everything is very snappy. Good system. I would say that if you're looking for a tablet that's Windows Pro, which means that you can actually connect to domains and stuff, that is portable, and you're really looking for a tablet, I think this is a really good option, especially since this one is the Pro, meaning that it will run native Windows programs. The build quality, I think, is excellent. They did a really good job with the build quality. There's quite the engineering here with this hinge. This is not like a cheap hinge that they put here. It has a nice springy feel and it clicks into place just very nicely. They did a good job as far as the hardware, and usually Microsoft does a good job with the hardware. It's Windows 8 that I really don't like. All these swipes, and I just don't think that they're necessary or they do anything that is useful. So yes, so suppose you're holding it like this. I don't see swiping like this any better than just going and clicking around the taskbar and choosing what you want to switch to. That's just me. One more thing that I wanted to show here is how fast I can type with this keyboard. And as you can see now, it's backlit. Let's go into Word. So this is a test. Really good keyboard. Quick. Brown fox went over the mountain. And as you can see, this is the mouse pad works really nice as far as right click and left click. Left click is really basically the entire touchpad. And you could also go like this and select the area that you want to go to. Now, one problem that I found, if you are in a field and you use your finger to go to that field, virtual keyboard will pop up, which is annoying, even though this keyboard is right here. It doesn't happen here. They may have fixed that. Let me check something. Nope, it happens in Chrome. It doesn't happen in Firefox, and that's good to know. What I think should happen is I think that they should make it more consistent. I noticed that with Chrome, when you go into a field and you're using the finger to go to that field, the virtual keyboard comes up even though you have a keyboard connected. Now let me do the same test where the keyboard is disconnected in Firefox. Let's see if it brings up the keyboard. It doesn't. So the problem is not that, it's the problem that Chrome brings up the keyboard automatically, but you have to do it manually in Firefox or in Word or any other program, so it seems. So this is a test. Ooh, not very good at typing on this. Alright, so this was really my quick take on this tablet. I think it's a good tablet. I think this is a good product. Only you have to make sure that this is indeed what you're looking for. Let me also demonstrate this. So if we go here, we can go ahead and start filling this area up, and I can zoom in. It's pretty cool, and you can tell that I can, if I press really hard, it goes much darker. So it really is touch and pressure sensitive. And if I go the other way around, it will erase. That's very cool. Alright, so let me sum it up. I really think this is a good product. I think it's reasonably priced too for what it does. I think the accessories are nice. There's also a very nice docking station that you can purchase for it. I think it's snappy when you actually use it. With the Windows 8 limitation, I think it's an okay product. Would I buy this myself? No, no, no. I won't. Just because I think a laptop with a keyboard attached to it serves better for most things. So unless you have specific, really specific reasons to get a tablet, I say go with a laptop. One more thing I also wanted to mention, there's another USB for charging here in the charging block, and the charging block is really nice and not too big. And there's a charging indicator on the plug. And that's it. This, by the way, is 1920 by 1080. Very nice screen, good viewing angles, very bright, and very sharp. I'm very impressed with the hardware, that's for sure. Alright, so if you like this video, please thumb up, subscribe, and put in your Facebook if you want to share it. Any social media you have, I would really appreciate it. Alright, thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. Till next time, bye.